Well, good evening and welcome to my Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan. It is Tuesday night. That means we are here with who? None other than Gifts of Faith. Hey, Faith, how's it going?
Hey, everybody. It's going good. I hope everybody out there is having a good evening.
Same here, same here. Hoping everybody's having a good time, having a good day. Things been going good. It's been a lot of pressure out there from a lot of people. Everybody talking about all the things that are going on right now, and it's putting extra pressure on everyone. And I tried to let everybody know that, yes, this is a time of pressure, but yet this too will pass. We're in the middle of transition, and every time we go through transition, it's always a hard time to deal with things.
It is. That's why you just have to hang tight and have faith and know that everything's going to turn out okay, one way or another. This is a time for us to all try to be united because it is going to be a transition, and part of the problem is that everybody's running around like a chicken without a head on worrying. We can't worry about it. It's going to happen regardless, and we just have to hold tight to get through it.
Right. Well, your camera's in a good place, but your finger or something's over the microphone. There you go.
It's because I'm trying to hold it.
It was a good angle, but it's just you're muffled. So
Okay.
It's a good angle, though. I like it. Welcome to the pandemic era, where we do everything from home. And from our cell phones. Thank God for those.
Yeah, what would we have done if this happened in the 90s? I mean,
Lord.
kids wouldn't have had computers, and
families would be divorcing each other.
Yeah. Well, I think we're right about at that point now.
Yeah, well, hey, it is what it is. But welcome, guys. I'm so glad you guys are here. Get those questions ready. If you have a question, put them in the comments section. If you're on Facebook, please like the group that you're in. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe and ring the bell so we can get notifications every time that we're online. And we're building up that group, so definitely check it out. My Psychic Connection is almost finished with its new website upgrades.
Hallelujah!
I just seen them today.
Really? That's so cool.
Yes, and they are awesome. I actually was putting my profile together on there today as we spoke. So when you and I were talking earlier, I was putting my information on the profile.
Oh, that's so cool, Journey. I'm really excited for the new stuff.
We should be launched. I'm hoping that they're going to do it Saturday. I'm not giving a date yet until I actually see that sucker on, because we've had delay after delay after delay, but finally we're at the nitty gritty and it's about to go forward.
That's awesome. I know we've been trying to get that going for a while, so that's really great that we're finally
we have video chat on there. We have video chat and we have phone, depending on the service of the person who wants to put those services out there. They may have video or they may not, but they'll still have phone. Or they may not have phone and they'll have the video chat. Depends on the person. Some people like video chat. It's very personal.
I get that. I mean, I like doing
I know you like
this.
It.
Well, I'm not even gonna lie. Some of y'all might call me at some point on the site and y'all might see me in a Mickey Mouse shirt.
Hey, if we're in our pajamas, we're in our pajamas, but we're giving them readings.
Speaking of clothing, you look rather dapper tonight. Doesn't everybody think Journey looks nice? I think he looks very handsome and dapper.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very distinguished.
Even though I am staying at home and I am working from home now in my office instead of out at the old studio, which is no longer open, but working from home, always want to see, myself get back out there, which I am going to open up a shop. So eventually, guys, give me about a year to get past this pandemic, get us out there. Hi, everybody that's out there. Get them questions ready. We are ready to talk with you guys tonight. I've got gifts of faith. We got good questions coming out. So get ready. Now, when you're asking a question, be specific as to what you want an answer for. Because if you ask a general question, you're not going to get the detailed information in which you need in order to get the response, the answer that you're looking for. So it's always important to do that. And I know a lot of you ask questions. They are very important to you. Remember, no question is stupid. If you have to ask it, it is a good question. Never think that the question you ask is stupid. I have people say that all the time. Can I ask you a stupid question? It's not stupid if you need an answer. It's not stupid. Stop taking what you feel that you need an answer for as something that is not qualified to ask, because it is. Because you know what that does? It gives you balance. It brings you up.
And sometimes the questions that we need answers to, not just you guys, but me, Journey, whoever. Sometimes they're simple. They're simple questions, and you're just asking because you don't know. We don't mind answering them. Don't think that it has to be some big, mind-blowing question just because you think that it's a silly question to answer. If it's on your heart, there's a reason.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So remember, guys, if you guys are in the chat rooms, don't hesitate to ask your question. We're looking forward to hearing from you. We are not filled up on questions, so get them out now so we can go down the line like we always do. I see a bunch of you guys on here, so go ahead and like and subscribe. If you guys are having troubles on Facebook, hop over onto YouTube. We're on there. I know that Facebook was having some troubles the other night with connecting, so just go ahead and connect on YouTube. It still works the same way. So also we have Twitch. If you have Twitch and you want to use your Twitch account, go on Twitch, watch us on there. We're live on there as of right now. So go ahead and you can ask your questions through Twitch. You can also go on Spreaker and ask your questions on Spreaker. We have a chat room on there. We are working on getting ourselves on Instagram and Snapchat all at the same time so we can be mega busy and talk to everybody. So I can't wait for everybody to get the answers tonight. Faith, are you ready to rock and roll?
I am. Just so you guys know, I'm probably wondering, where did I go when the camera went? I went to go take a sip of my coffee, and I realized my lid was not on my cup. And the coffee so I was like, I better put the phone down for a second. Otherwise, my coffee's going to go shooting everywhere when I'm trying to get reading.
That's terrible. That's terrible. But I'm glad you caught on before it made a bigger mess than it could have.
Yeah, because I would have been up here giving readings and spilled coffee all over my...
Welcome to pandemic readings.
You guys think that readers are somehow, we don't do silly, stupid stuff too, but we do.
Well, she's loaded with little mishaps all the time, so don't worry.
Yes, I am. And Journey's always giving me crap for it like a brother.
She likes it, guys. Don't let her fool you. She
I
calls
do.
me all the time, and she's like, hey, I like it when you pick on me. Is something wrong? You're not talking today.
He does. I do, actually. And just
this is like my little sister.
This is not something exclusive to the show either. He does this in person. He does this when we're having talks on the phone. This is not exclusive to us giving reading.
She likes it, guys. If she didn't, I wouldn't do it. But since she likes it, why not? While in Rome. All right, Faith, let's get this party started. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, let's do this. We got our first question coming from YouTube from Virgo Queen. It says, in what way will I see my luck change, and how long until I notice those changes happening?
Okay, well, Virgo Queen, here's the thing. I don't think your luck is bad. I think it's just not the luck that you want to have. And we all go through those phases. I think it's already starting to change, and it can change, but you're your thought process on it needs to change too, because then the energy around it will change. And once you do that, you'll slowly start to see changes slowly within this next month and a half to 3 months. But you've got to stop trying to manipulate it to change. You have the power and the control to change it based on your viewpoints of things and how you handle things. Your luck really isn't necessarily bad. It's just not, things are not the way that you want them to be. They will get better, but I feel like you're trying to find outward solutions to kind of change things a little bit, and other people to kind of manipulate situations and do things for you to change it. Once you kind of change your energy, the situation around you with the things that are going on will change. So then you'll be able to kind of manifest the change, so to speak. I also feel like you need to pray about things and meditate about things, whatever that is for you. You need to do that and not lean on other people to help you fix it, because I feel like the circumstances that you feel are bad are going to change anyway. But once you change your energy around your thought process with it, it'll change faster for you.
All right. She says, how can I change my energy to make it better?
Try to think positive about the things, even though you're going through a difficult spell. Try to visualize it dissipating. Visualize your circumstances kind of like a fog, okay? And kind of see yourself coming through the fog and the sunshine peeking through it. I know that's a weird way to put it, but that's what I was shown intuitively to tell you. Instead of, like, because when I concentrate on your situation, I feel it like I'm you, and I feel it just being very heavy. You need to release it and kind of visualize it going up out of you and kind of dissipating, and the fog kind of lifting with sunshine peeking through.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She says, yeah, you're right. My luck is good. But you're right. My mind has to keep changing. She said that before. She said, how can I change my energy? But it just kind of came across the screen. So, well, Virgo Queen, like I told you yesterday, your luck isn't bad.
It's not.
You just don't rush it, and don't let outside influences change you, because that's going to influence you, which will change your luck. But the thing about it is that candle thing, I'm so glad it failed, because I did not want it to interfere with your energy, and I never seen the energy come around you on that. So I'm glad it didn't work. She says, okay, I get what you mean, Faith.
Hang in there, though, because I do see things getting better for you. You just have to think positive about that. And, I don't know what Journey's talking about, because I didn't watch the show last night. But here's what I'll tell you. If you're having somebody do some work for you, candle-wise, you need to make sure that you know that person, you know their sincerity level, and you know what they're about. Because you don't want their energy or anything that's attached to them to attach to you. You want to know that their sincerity level, if they're doing work for you, and that they're pure of heart with their intentions. Because you don't know who you're asking to do that kind of thing for you. So you need to make sure that their intentions are good, because you don't want to get an attachment or something on you that's not supposed to be on you, that's from them, whether they intended to do it or not. So be really careful when you have a practitioner or someone do something like that for you, that you know who they are and what they're about work-wise.
Good. All right, guys, make sure when you're asking your questions tonight that you're being specific on the question that you want. All right, we're trying to get to everybody as fast as we can. Go ahead and put your questions in now as we go down the line. We'll be more than happy to answer them. All right, so our next question comes from YouTube from Selena. It says, hi, will my boyfriend get a good paying job soon, or will he open his own business?
Selena, now is not the time for him to open his own business. He can do that, but I'm not seeing that until like next fall, next year time range for that, okay? I do see him getting a job. I wish I saw it faster, but I really don't see it until mid-March, end of March. I feel like he'll have a few, he could get something before then, okay? But the thing of it is that I don't think he's going to like it. He's really restless with stuff. He gets bored very easily. Your boyfriend is very high energy with his work goals, and he gets frustrated with people and situations at work. I feel like he really wants to achieve a lot, but he tries to burn the candle at both ends, and he needs to slow down. And that's part of why this is happening to him, to allow it to kind of reflect.
Okay, it was just an idea. He had to open up his own business.
He will. I feel like he can do that. It's just not time for it right now.
She says, yeah, he's restless and wants something that pays a certain amount.
That's the problem. But I mean, that's not a bad thing, but I feel like that's what's causing him issues. On a side note, I know this isn't really your question, but I know sometimes, you guys get in little snippy fights and stuff, but I want you to know he really does have a lot of love and admiration for you. Just hang in there. He's got a little bit of maturing emotionally to do, but I feel like he really does love and care about you. I know that's a side thing, but I just saw that and I wanted to let you know that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your question, Selena. And hopefully she was able to answer it for you. The thing I can see about it is that if it's okay for him to plan a business now,
Yeah.
It's good to get a plan, get a foundation, build something up, know each direction, know your ins and outs of what you need to do in order to build that business. So if he chooses to do that, that would be great. As for a new job coming for him, I do feel like it's coming. It's just slow, and it's slim pickings due to the fact that he's looking for that certain criteria. And I do feel like he'll get it. It's just going to take a little bit more time. She says, he gets on my nerves sometimes, girl, but I do love him.
He loves you a lot. He loves you a lot. Very much.
So, yeah, I mean, I see the love between the two of you. I don't think you guys really have anything to worry about there when it comes to the love department, because he loves you, you love him. But the energy is definitely, that type of energy is there. So the little tidbits of fighting that you guys have, that is just because you're working each other's nerves at the time. And when he picks, you pick, and then it gets too deep.
Yeah.
So when you feel like it's getting deep, back off. That way you don't get into that little tidbit. Because I know you like to have the final word, and so does he.
She does. She
likes the final word. She likes that one that just jabs at him. She's like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Sometimes she'll instigate it. Sometimes she'll instigate it just to get at him, to get a response out of him. And then sometimes she'll be laying in bed and she'll be like, I got him. I jabbed him. Yeah.
It's true. It's very true. She says, thanks, guys. No problem, Selena. Hey, guys, remember to when you ask your questions, please be specific. We say on here, no general read. So if you ask your question like a general read, we're gonna start skipping them questions. So
the thing of it is, the more detailed you are, the more specific an answer we can give you, because we can zoom in on it. We don't have time. When we're doing a show like this, we want to be fair to everybody, guys. And we don't have time to go into a long out general read, and it's not going to give you the specific detailed answer that you expect from us with our caliber of work and wanting to really help
Shauna.
one of you. Hi, Shauna.
We got Shauna that says hi. We got hello, Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany.
She goes, hello.
Hello.
And then we got Jasmine that said hello, 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 hello.
Hey, girly girl.
So Jasmine is our next question from YouTube. She says, who is coming towards me in love this year?
Well, that really depends on you and who you let in, Jasmine. You don't let people in. And you're very picky and you're very critical, even though you say, I just want somebody to love me. I just want somebody to love me. Girl, you are picky. And a lot of it has to do with...
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's not.
There is nothing wrong with being picky. Now, here's the thing about being picky.
There's
not that you're picky, it's that you know what you want.
There's not anything wrong with that, but the thing of it is that she'll say to people, I just want somebody to love me. No, girl, you want somebody stable. You want somebody who's not nuts. You want somebody who has a job. You want somebody who wants a commitment. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? But I feel like a lot of your issues with not really having somebody that's good is because you don't let people in very easily, because you do have things that you want in a person, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it stems from past relationships. You're really burnt out. And I do see people coming for you, but what I feel is that, Jasmine, there's a lot of people that come in and out this year. There is somebody more significant for you, but I'm going to be really honest. I don't see him till around fall time. He's got kind of dark, wavy, curly hair, medium complected. I feel like he might be, I don't know what nationality he is. I'm trying to figure out what nationality he is. He's average height, I would say about 5'9" or 5'10". Astrologically, I feel like he's a Libra Aquarius or Aquarius Libra. I always get signs for some reason. One is usually the rising and one is usually the sun sign. And I feel like somehow this guy's either I don't know why I'm seeing two different things around him, but I feel like possibly he's in medical. Okay. And then I also see law things around him. Like at one point he might have been in law. Okay. But I keep feeling like he's somehow in the medical field. I do feel some type of online connection with this, but I also feel like you might indirectly know mutual people. He's not from your area originally. And I do feel like he's got one younger brother and one younger sister.
All right. She says, how will I meet him?
Online, honey. There's some type, that's why I was saying there's some type of online connection. And I see him very clear. I wish I could draw.
Nice. Gotta love it when those types of energies come through at that point.
Yeah, I really do too. I just don't see him until later this year, like more towards summer, fall time is what I'm being shown. Yeah. This will be someone significant for you. And you will feel an instant attraction to him, both spiritually and physically. And you're not going to know why. You're going to be like, I'm not trying to deal with him. But you're going to be magnetically pulled to him energy-wise. It's going to be one of those things where you really can't fight it. You may even dream him before you meet him. And I know that doesn't happen to you, but I think it's happened maybe twice in your life. And I'm being shown that you may dream about him before you meet him. Because his energy is very strong around you. I don't always get it like this, but this is really strong. So this person is going to be very significant to you.
Awesome sauce.
Turning you in your awesome sauce.
Who doesn't need awesome sauce? Come on now. Now, I keep feeling that she is searching for a certain particular person, and I don't want her to think that she needs to lower any type of standard, because
Right.
don't lower
Yeah.
them. You know what you want, and if you lower your standard and go in a direction that you don't want, the energy is going to be toxic to you. And you're just going to feel like you wasted your time yet again. Then you're going to feel like you failed at love, and that's not what you want either. So you don't want those types of feelings. So save yourself the trauma and the drama, and continue to keep what people think is picky is not really picky. It's knowing what you want.
This person's coming though, Jasmine, and this is going to be significant for you. I feel it really strong and can see this person very clear. So just know that.
Carolyn says, hello, dear angels. Good to see you again. Hello, Carolyn.
Hi, Carolyn.
All right. We got a question here from Facebook coming from Christina. It says, hello, Ryan and Faith. My question for you guys tonight is, what new things are coming up for me in the next few months when it comes to love and family? I feel Ivan.
I love you.
I'm just saying, it's there.
Look, that man ain't going nowhere. He creeps in energetically and creeps in energetically. She just has to be patient. I know he's annoying, but he really does have good intentions towards you. It's just frustrating for you because he doesn't move at a normal pace. He's like on turtle speed.
Exactly.
I mean, he fell off the white horse and got on a turtle. That's what that is. So, you just have to, he will come a little bit more forward and be a little bit more expressive with you gradually. But what I feel is it happens kind of in block stages where he'll come forward and it's like a block of communication and a block of coming forward emotionally for a period of time. Then he'll back up a couple feet. It's like that game that we used to play. Now I'm telling my age, but like that game Mother May I, where the kids would have to say, Mother May I take 2 steps forward. And if you didn't say Mother May I, you couldn't do whatever it was. Or if the person didn't say, Mother May I, you couldn't do it. And I just feel like it's his, even though he wants to move forward with you, it's his emotional fears that hold him back. But
She says it's like baby steps with him, Faith.
Yeah,
she
it
also
is.
said, yeah, I changed my profile picture. What did he think? And she said, laugh out loud. Yay, Ivan.
He liked it. And, he has good intentions towards you. He wants to have something with you stronger. It's just his own self-ego gets in the way, honey. That's really what it is. I don't see him going nowhere. You are going to get the end result of what you want with him. It's just a headache getting from point A to point B. But if I didn't see it, I wouldn't tell you. And the thing is, once you guys are really together, it will be a good thing. It's just you have to be patient. It's like that saying, good things come to those that wait. But it's hard when we want to be with somebody, right? It's hard when we want something so bad.
All that.
Just hold on, girl, because he's coming and you will see it. It's just not enough. Trust me. If I lived in your area, or especially if Journey did, Journey would kick him in the booty to get him started. Because he would. Because that's how Journey is. I'd do it too. And if we didn't see it for you, we'd tell you, no, carry on.
She's like, when do you see us really together, like in each other's present?
Together? Honestly, you should have already been. I'm going to just be real.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying it couldn't happen before this, but when I get time frames, it's within the time frame, not the complete time frame. So please do not panic. But I think by the end of May, you guys will be consistently more in one another's presence. Not saying it won't happen before then, but that's when you guys, to me anyway, will be more solidified and you'll have more of what you want. Doesn't mean he won't get scattered or do anything stupid, Christine, okay? Just so you know.
See how someone could kick him in the butt.
But just hold tight, because he's coming. But once he comes, you're still going to have to coddle him a little bit and deal with little episodes of being stupid, because he's still going to have a lot of fears with this. So just know that.
Absolutely. You know, I see a lot of fear coming from him of not knowing what to do. He's kind of dug himself a hole, doesn't know how to get out of it. He's been closer to her than he could have actually seen her at that point. That's where I feel like you're picking up that he should have already been there. And you're right.
Yeah.
But he didn't have enough strength in order to take them steps to the door. And because he didn't do that, he's kind of regretting it. But he will make his way. The May situation where I felt like where you said that was more solidified, the energy's good. I feel it's more that's along the lines of that's a solid relationship point.
Yeah, it is. And I think but it's going to be getting from here to there that makes it difficult.
He's going to keep spying on me in the meantime, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. The thing about it is that it's not just going to be spying. I do feel like you're going to get phone communication. So text messaging, either messaging on a messenger system if you use that. But I do see it through the phone, and I do feel like you're going to get that communication. But it's definitely before May because he's got time to make some trial and errors here, and I do feel like he's going to. So don't be too hard on the lad, but I definitely feel like he's going to come around.
He is. He's just going to take some more.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. All right. Well, thank you, Christina, so much for your question. We're going to keep on going here and get to some more questions that we've got here. So thank you for your time, and hopefully we're able to answer the question you were asking. All right. We got another question she asked one more thing. She says, when does he get the courage for him to actually message me? We're not far from it. It's basically at any time. Any point in time.
It could be any day.
She says, this boy. Yeah, he's your boy. Don't you worry. All right. This question coming from Kay on Facebook says, hi, Ryan and Faith. Do you see my younger sister, Betty, and her husband, Kevin, lasting? If not, how much longer will they stay together?
Oh, honey. That whole situation's a mess.
Terrible.
They could. Okay, let me just say, there's always hope for any marriage, and I, as a reader, don't like to say there's no hope, because there's always hope when we work at things and we have God as our foundation, with knowing that. Yeah, but we have free will. And the thing of it is, I don't feel like either of them really want to work at it, not the way that they should, and they both blame the other one. So that's the problem. I do think that they love each other, but they've forgotten it, and they both have. He's got anger issues, and I feel like he's withheld things from her emotionally, and she's on her last end of knowing what to do. Okay, so it's a lot of different
things. That's why. What is going on with them? I heard it's not good.
Well, they don't communicate, and I think they're both hateful to each other, and they've distanced themselves from one another. They've forgotten their friendship. You know, a lot of people don't realize this, and I've always said this even in my own life when I was younger. Romantic love is just an extension of friendship, and when you forget the friendship, you're kind of lost, because the romantic part, the lustful part, the sexual part, sometimes that dies down. You need to be with somebody who's your friend, and they've forgotten that. They're so boggled down about finances and everything else. Like, I just see them yelling and screaming at each other.
She is money grubbing, she said.
Yeah. Because that's why I said I see them fighting and stuff about finances and stuff like that. And overwhelming. Now, here's the thing. I do think they're going to try to work on things, but unless they really try, and put their best foot forward and get some help, even, I don't think they're going to last for more than 3 years
She
from
says,
now.
how will it affect their daughter, Quinn?
Not well. Not well. There'll be some behavioral problems, and I see her throwing things, so I don't know what that means, but I see her throwing things. And just there, you know what I don't like is that I feel like there's a now listen, I know everybody gets frustrated in their homes. Everybody
She said,
fusses.
wow, 3 years?
I think they'll be over within 3 years, yeah. I always make time frames a little bit broad, but that's what I'm being shown. It may be sooner than that, but usually when I get a time frame, it's within that. Because I do think they'll try.
So Quinn is a nurse. She is in her 20s, only child.
Yeah, but I don't think she's going to like this. So I see her being really angry and irate at both of them. I keep seeing her throwing things about it. She's going to tell them, I actually hear her saying, you guys need to work this out. And then she's going to yell at her mom because she's going to feel like it's her mom's fault. Then she's going to yell at her dad. Like, she's going to yell at them both for different things. So I feel like it's going to cause a lot of issue. But the thing of it is they can work this out if they try. I just don't think they've tried. That's the problem.
Well, I also see Quinn, she's also connecting more to her father, so she blames the mom more so than the...
Because I saw her yelling at the mom.
Well, she seems to have a better connection and better relationship with the father.
Yeah.
That's what I picked up. She goes, Faith, do you think Betty is money grubbing?
Yeah. I also think she's somewhat emotionally selfish. When she's angry, she can totally disconnect from circumstance and from people and not give a crap. It's a total disconnect. Not feel anything. Not feel anger, not feel empathy, not feel anything. She just turns off all emotion. It's very bizarre. Very bizarre.
Absolutely.
So she just doesn't really care.
All right. Well, she said yes. There it is. All right. So thank you, Kay, so much for your question. What I got to, I did feel like the sister was, she's about herself and what she can gain.
Very selfish.
That's always been that way. It's not changed. It's also why the daughter has this disconnect with her mom, and they kind of crash into one another because the daughter's not that way. She's more like her father. So she would rather, I get that she's got more of a passion to work to get there than the mother doesn't have that passion. She kind of uses herself to gain what she can get, and I don't feel like she betters herself. So,
yeah.
She also said she won't talk to me or my sister. Well, you're connected to the sister, so.
Well, that's because she doesn't want criticism, and she knows you guys would tell her, hey, snap out of it. This is your family. Do something. And she doesn't want to hear it because she always thinks she's right. And ultimately, if she keeps this attitude, she will die alone.
Right. She says, yes, that's true. Now, guys, if you guys are asking new questions, just go ahead and put them in there, and we will get to them as fast as we can. We're not ignoring anybody. We're just going straight down the list. So just go ahead and put them questions in. We got plenty of time to answer them. All right. And I know the other night, or yesterday night, I said the show would be an hour. I lied. I got voted out. Voted off the island. It's a 2-hour show, so guys, enjoy.
He did. Well, tell the truth, Johnny. You didn't lie. You asked me.
Oh, I did ask you. I was like making sure that everybody was okay. But the 2-hour show gets a bigger crowd, and we get to connect to more of you, and it feels it feels good to be able to do so. It gives people a chance that get on a little bit later to have the chance to talk with us as well. So now we're special.
Oh, we're always special, Journey.
Oh,
You're special. You know that.
I know. You're definitely special, and that's why I love you. All right.
I love you too,
So
Journey.
now you can keep this. Now make sure you download this because I use those words with you. So you can say, remember in 2021, you said you loved me.
I knew you loved me because if you didn't, you wouldn't have asked me.
That's because you like it.
Hey, look, guys, Journey's gonna be coming to visit me soon, and when he does, we'll do a live.
She says it's like the Johnny Carson show.
Well,
hey, we try for sure.
Listen, which one of us is Ed McMahon and which one of us is Johnny Carson?
She says the Tonight Show.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah. All right. So our next question comes from Facebook, coming from Holly. Holly says, why did my ex kill himself January 6th? Sorry for the straightforward. Wow, there's a lot of depression there.
Ooh. Well, he'd had depression problems since he was like 15, honey. I also get connections to feeling isolated, and I also see him just feeling like a failure. If it's any consolation, he thought he would feel better. You know, he just wanted the pain, the emotional pain and torment to go away. I don't feel like he had a support system, or he didn't feel like he had a support system. And he felt, even when people were around him, that he was alone. I'm also seeing medication or some type of drugs. I don't know if it's drug usage or medication, because I'm being shown pills that influenced him too. So it was a combination, and I see something about a child as well. I don't know if any of this would make sense to you, but that's what I'm being shown.
Well, you know, what I got surrounding it is to know, just to keep in your minds, as I tried to look for spirit, to connect to spirit at that time, I do feel like his spirit's passed on, because it's not it's not on the plane of kind of lingering around. I do feel like, you know, he's had to have crossed over. So while he's crossed over, connecting to him is not going to be available. It's when they're in the realm to connect, when it's easier to connect with them. Other than that, trying to connect to that realm is really hard to do and takes a lot of time, especially trying to go through all the people. It's like trying to go through a crowded bus to get to the person you're trying to get to.
Yeah, I was basically just feeling the energy around.
Yeah, I was feeling what was left.
Yeah.
You know, that energy that was while he was here was full of depression. I got, you know, there was some type of drug involved. I don't know if it was prescribed or not, but I definitely feel that there was something there, but I also feel that it wasn't always taken either, which was making the ups and downs get worse. Yeah. And I feel like there was a lot of internal pain, not always expressed, but if you knew him, you knew he was in pain, but he didn't always share. And that was the biggest problem, is not letting it out.
You know, I want to say something, and I've said this before to people, but I want to say it on here. The thing about, we have to really pay attention to people, because sometimes people don't express that they're depressed. Some people just function. It's like they go on autopilot and they fake it till they make it. But also, particularly with men, and I'm not trying to group all men into one category, so I don't want people to think that when I say this. Most women are more emotional. We'll express things when we're depressed. We'll go out and buy a new purse, or eat ice cream, or go take a hot shower, or we'll call our girlfriends and complain and, you know, bitch. But men don't know how to do that. They don't, a lot of times they don't even realize they're depressed. It becomes normal to them. So they're just trying to cope because a lot of them, for the most part, society, we don't teach our boys to be emotional or to say that they're sad or that it's okay to be frustrated and mad. We don't do that. So what I would say is pay attention to your friends, pay attention to your loved ones because we don't always know the things that people are suffering with and we don't know how much we impact people. Sometimes you can just smile at somebody in the store even and that can change their mood or change their day. Just because you did one little act of kindness, you don't know what somebody's suffering through when they go home. So let me get off my soapbox, but I just wanted to share that.
But definitely, there was a lot of internal pain there. Not seeing him on the spiritual plane, so more than likely he's crossed over.
I really feel he's
So there
crossed
should
over
be
already.
peace. So we're at peace as we're crossed over. So just know that, Holly. There was no lingering. It did say his goodbyes, but did not linger. She said that she was going to get off here, but she will come back and listen later for her question. So thank you so much, Holly, for your question. We are sorry for your loss, and I tried to find him on the spiritual plane for you, honey, but he just wasn't there.
Yeah, I didn't really feel him, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was picking up on what was previous before he left.
I picked up energy that was still here on the earth, and those are the types of energies that were left over.
Yeah.
All right, so our next question coming from Christy. It says, hi, guys. Any feelings on what my year looks like ahead?
Well, that's a really broad question. Like, in what area,
Just
Christy?
1 second. She did say something more down there. She says, home life, energy levels, maybe a relationship?
Okay, so I feel like you have people around you, but the people around you that you would like relationship-wise or that you are dealing with, you don't really want to deal with. I do see your energy changing because I keep seeing, are you trying to diet or do fitness or go to the gym? Because I keep seeing you looking at your body image, thinking your body needs to be a different way. And then I keep seeing something about exercise, whether it's passing thought or not, I don't know because of how I'm being shown it. But I keep seeing things about that. And I also do feel like there is someone coming for you if you don't already have someone, but this feels like someone brand new. This feels like early April, and you will meet this person through someone that you already know. And I keep being shown this person. I'm trying to see what they do for work. They work in some sort of office, but right now they're working from home. I feel like this person is maybe 3 years older than you. I keep getting Virgo Cancer energy around this person, and they may have a dog. That's what I'm shown. I don't know if that helps answer your question or if you have a more specific question, but that's what I'm being shown with the relationship stuff. I don't think anybody that you're currently around is necessarily always good for you.
No. I didn't pick that up either, and I didn't feel like the person that she was going to be with was around her at the moment. I also seen, taking a look at the, personal health and things of that nature. I did feel like she was going in that direction. I'm also seeing she's looking for other adventures to make money. I'm seeing that she's seeking the money at this point. I do feel like she's going to find it. That was something that I seen coming her way, but it definitely would be, a situation that would be her own entrepreneur energy, doing something from home, like a side gig.
Right. I feel like there's a woman by the name of Diana that's going to help you with some business stuff that you're trying to do. So just keep that in mind too, because I keep getting another woman is going to help you. Her name is Diane or Diana.
Nice. Keep that in mind, Christy. Keep it in mind. All right. Well, thank you, Christy, for your question. We're going to go ahead and take our next question. Let's go here. This question's on Facebook from Carolyn. It says, do you see me doing any more spiritual teachings again? Walking meditations, secret awareness anytime soon? And if so, what is the best way to express it? Or do you see me just continuing my focus on my own transformation?
No, you are going to do some teaching stuff. If you're wanting to do things more outdoors and things like that, I don't see that right now. Okay. What I'm being shown is early March, end of April, May time. You would do some of those things. But I see you doing things also with people online. I know you've been a little bit burnt out, and I think that's why spirits kind of had you take a little bit of a rest from doing some of the teaching, because I feel like sometimes unintentionally you absorb other people's energies and you don't always get it off of you the way that you should. So it causes your energy to kind of be sucked out a little bit. So you have to be careful of that. And so I feel like that's why spirits kind of had you take a rest. But I do see you picking up on that some. And I also want to tell you, and I know that you may know this already, but you have tons of spirits around you. I feel like they gravitate toward your energy. Some are loved ones, some are people for other people. And
Because
you
I'm
have a
empathic sometimes too,
right,
yes.
yes. And you could have a gift of mediumship if you worked on it. I see it really strongly with you. They even come to you sometimes in your dreams, although I don't think that you always remember it.
Well, Carolyn, I am going to say that now is the time for you. She says, I was burnout for a while. You know, Carolyn, there are other ways to help you with the burnout as well. Reiki energy definitely helps. You can provide your own Reiki energy, or you can ask someone like myself. I would definitely help you out with some positive energies to kind of help, change some things around you, build back better for yourself. And no, no puns intended there, but I'm just saying, you're doing these things for yourself. Now, when it comes to being spiritual and opening that door, I feel like you were getting burnt out in one way, but not really getting all the energy that you wanted out there, and you were getting burnt out in just one direction. So let's turn that direction around and kind of broaden it, because if you broaden it, you're not going to get just burnt out on one element. Because that one element's the only thing that just kept dinging you and dinging you and dinging you, and it kind of burned out. So I do feel like right now, yes, this is a great time for you to take the time to relax, rebuild. Send me a message. Let's work on that, because I would like you to send me a message, whatever Facebook group you're in. Message that Facebook group, mark it Journey Ryan, so that way it's I'm notified about it, and that way we can work on that, and I can help you get through this energy where you feel burnout in one section, because that part of you needs to heal. If it doesn't heal, you're going to always feel burnt out. Because I wasn't able to get my messages out. That's right, because you felt burnt out, but you were only using one direction of your gift. You have a bigger and broader gift.
You do. And the thing
you're
of
not
it is,
accepting it all.
the thing of it is that, everybody that does spiritual work gets burnt out. It's like any other gift or ability that we have. And so we have to take time and cleanse off the energy and relax, and we have to be open. The more open you are to it, the easier that this will be for you. I mean, and everybody that does spiritual work gets burnt out. That's why you have to take a break and you have to cleanse your energy, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to give the messages properly to people, and you're going to get frustrated, and
Oh, absolutely.
then the right people won't come to you for the messages. And you have such a gift, so you shouldn't allow yourself to stay burned out.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, guys. She says, thanks She says, thanks, my angels. Just felt no one was listening. The thing about doing readings and giving out your messages, and this is what I tell a lot of psychics, because when you start reading with somebody and you're connecting with them on, a daily basis, a weekly basis, sometimes a monthly basis, and you're providing this advice for them to take and giving them what spirit has to say, remember this always. And what I tell people all the time, they have free will. The advice is there, but they don't always have to take it. And as a psychic reader, you can get frustrated with them because you told them, look, I told you to do this, but you didn't do it. You're going to let them stumble. You have to let them make their mistakes.
And the thing of it is, all we can do, like I have clients and Journey too, that will call us and they'll call us and they'll be like, well, I know you told me not to do this, but I did it. Can you fix it? And then it's like, no, I can't fix it. I told you not to do it because I knew that this was going to happen and I warned you. But it's like kids. You have to let people go through what they go through, and then they'll call you when they need help again. And if they don't, they don't. But at least you know that you did your duty by Spirit and God and them because you gave them the message. And sometimes people aren't always ready for the message or the lesson that they'll learn from that particular situation. So it just
yes, laugh out loud. That's the truth. All souls create their own lives. And it's also a part of them, their growth. There's certain things in these lessons that they learn that carries them further through life, because if we knew everything, even if we could go to psychics on a regular basis, like let's say every day, we talk to that psychic and we know every step we're going to move, you're not going to learn anything. So it's no longer living.
Right.
They're more acting than anything.
And the thing is, too, we have clients, too, that call us, and I know Journey's gone through this, too, where we'll tell them what we see, and then that's all we see of that particular situation at that given moment. And they're like, well, why don't you see more? And I'm like, because I'm only seeing this one specific thing. I mean, I've had clients call me and be like, what color shirt is he going to wear? And I'm like, I don't know right this second. That's not the most important part of the reading.
That's not how this is used.
It doesn't matter what color shirt he's going to be wearing as long as you see him. You know what I mean? But that's the kind. Sometimes the people will ask stuff like that, and sometimes you're only seeing like that specific answer for that part of the situation. We don't see every single solitary detail. Just like people always ask me, and I know they ask Journey, well, if you guys are readers, why don't you see everything? Or why don't you see everything for your life? It doesn't work like that. We're not given this gift for our life. We might see some type of snippet, but it's usually a warning or it's usually a situation.
Well, the thing about psychics getting information for themselves, they don't always take their own damn advice either. And that's why they run into problems.
Nope.
But we all have to learn. We all go through a process. So just know that. Carolyn, definitely message me. I'm going to help you get through that spot. You'll
be fine after Journey helps you. You'll be fine after Journey helps you.
Oh, yeah.
You're just
send me a message. We'll take care of it. We will take care of it, girl. You'll be just fine. All right. Let's keep on going here. We got some more questions. We got our next question coming from Pamela. Pamela says, work/relationship read, please. I love and hate both, but I'm a Gemini, so it's probably normal. Also, they are connected.
Sorry, laugh for a second. Wait, Journey read your question was funny. What was? Okay, so you don't really want to work where you're working, so let's deal with that right now.
Mm-hmm.
I do see you staying where you're working, okay, but I feel you being really burnt out because I feel like there are some cliques connected to your work. Plus, your work is really draining, even though I feel like you're not always around people. Their energy kind of sucks you down with all the monotonous.
Well, her love is at work too. Her love life is a part of her work.
you don't even know if you really like that situation. I feel like you're very magnetically drawn to that love life situation. But I think sometimes that's very draining for you because you feel like it's stuck in one situation, like one circumstance or one way, and there's not much movement. I feel the attraction and I feel you guys are drawn to each other, but I'm going to be honest, I don't see much change with that. Like I don't think that that person can change right now, and it may just be because of your work situation. Plus, I feel like that person has some things going on at home. And I'm talking about changing emotionally. I feel like the person's very comfortable in the situation that you guys are in, even though I feel like there is a pull and you want some type of change. But I'm going to be honest, I don't see a lot of change there with it getting any which way. Journey might, but I don't see that right now. Not right now.
Well, what I saw with it is the energy doesn't change
Yeah.
because the situations are not changing yet. Not saying that change isn't coming.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying that it's not going to come. I just don't see any right now in the near future. Like right this second. I don't see it.
Right. Well, the love is definitely going to develop on a better level, but that's going to take time. I'm looking at March, April, May.
Yeah.
That seems to be a real, like a love spurt growth in those months. But because the work is so hectic and so crazy,
That's
that's
really what
really
I see
draining.
is the main issue is that the work is what hinders that,
Uh-huh.
really.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So it definitely it's taking a lot out of her.
Yeah, and also you need more sleep because I don't think you're reaching the right level of sleep.
No.
You're also not eating like you need to. Like, you don't eat when you're hungry. You eat when you have time to eat. You've got to stop doing that. And then, like, you either nitpick or you eat junk or you just grab whatever. You need to stop doing that and you need to drink more water.
All right. Well, thanks, Pamela, for your question. We're going to keep on going here. We're going to take the next question. The next question coming from Facebook, from Sierra, says, "Hi, loves. I was wondering how I can get more involved with the gift that I have, understanding them on a deeper level. I know I would love to help people, and I feel energies around me. I dream frequently. That would be my best route to take on working. What would be my best route to take on working on it?"
My advice to you is, first of all, hey, Sierra, I hope you're having a good week, sweetheart. But my advice to you is if you get feelings about stuff, tell people. That's the best way, in my opinion, to develop an ability and work with someone one on one who knows how to develop those gifts or who has already developed those gifts, like me or Journey or someone of that nature, if you have questions. But I know I can't speak for Journey and other readers, but for me, I started having these abilities at 9 years old, and I didn't start really like working with them till I was like 20. And I basically taught myself, truthfully. Um, I mean, I had a few people that popped into my life and stuff, but I would always get feelings about things and I would just randomly tell people things. And I never thought I would do readings actually. I went to school to teach, to be a teacher. And now I am teaching just in a different way than I had originally planned. But my best advice to you is if you get feelings about things or dreams about things, even if it's something random, someone you don't know, and you get a feeling about something, tell the person, even if it doesn't make sense to you, because it's not always going to make sense to you because it's not your life, even if it's something small and minute. Because sometimes when I'm giving somebody a reading, it won't make sense to me, but it'll make sense to them because it's their life. And if you want more instruction and more help, find somebody who's one on one will mentor you and try to help you develop your abilities. That's what I believe anyway. Because I know for me, that's been the most beneficial.
Well, the thing that I saw, what I saw about the situation is that, I see you connecting to your gift. Now you got to really connect and find out what it is that you're picking up. Are you picking up people's emotions? Are you seeing things? Are you thinking differently? What is it that you're doing that's standing out for you? And whatever it is that you're connecting with, that's where you start when you build your foundation. Know who you are, know your thought patterns, know how you would think. Then you'll be able to start hearing those energies. You'll start seeing those energies. You start feeling them stronger. And that right there is the beginning stages of how to start, moving forward with your gift. The dream state part of it, where you're dreaming about things and they're coming to pass, that has a lot to do with the fact that your mind is so busy. While you're in your sleep state, you are opening up to that. And so your mind is able to absorb it so you can see it for yourself because your gift is trying to surface. So give yourself 15 minutes a day of quiet time so you can allow your gift to surface. That means
I
in the
think
shadow.
she's an empath. And
Yeah,
I think she doesn't know how to shield herself from that. So you need to learn like some ways to shield yourself from that so you're not absorbing other people's energies, and so you can distinguish other people's emotions from your own emotions. Even when me and Journey and other readers do readings, we have to do that too. Otherwise, we'd be carrying around everybody else's crap all day.
oh yeah,
And
that's
it's
not a good
so
idea.
I've done it before where I'm like, why am I in this bad mood? Oh, I picked up such and such off of such and such client. I need to go
Yeah,
cleanse it off of me. So it's it takes time too. My gifts developed first in dreams
yes,
because it's the easiest way for us to really open ourselves up. And it's not always going to make sense to you. And this is the thing too. You can develop your gifts very easily if you're open to them, but it takes time. I've been doing readings for over 20 years. Journey has too. It's not something where it's instantaneously like you're going to be this excellent reader and everything's going to make sense to you, because it's not. You learn how you read. Like, I'm shown symbols of things and I feel things like I'm the person that I'm reading, or I'll see a situation like I'm in their body. And I get symbols for different things too. Journey may see things differently than I do. Like, he might get symbols or feelings. Every reader reads different, but we know how to interpret them for ourselves because we're used to how we read.
exactly.
So, our reading processes, Journey and I actually read very similar. Like, we see
Yes,
things a lot very similar, and we read very similar in the style of how we read. But everybody reads a little bit differently. Everybody's gifts interpret differently. Some people feel that they get messages from their spirit guides. I feel like my abilities come from God. I get symbols like for alcoholism. I get a symbol of a Scotch glass, and I'll taste the alcohol. Journey, or I might feel like I'm in the person's body drinking the alcohol. Everybody reads different. Some people use cards. It's everybody's abilities are different. But you do have a gift, and if you want to work on it, or if you need help, you should try to contact me or Journey or someone else that you might trust on My Psychic Connection, and we can help you with that. That's something that we
absolutely.
we can help you with if you call us and you say specifically, "Hey, I don't want a reading. I want to know, how do I develop my gifts? Can you give me any recommendations? Can you teach me some shouldering exercises? Can you give me some exercises or some meditations?" We will help you. That's what we're here for. You just have to reach out and ask.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, let's keep on going here, Faith. We got another question. I'm going to say this name. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I hate mispronouncing names because I feel like if you mispronounce somebody's name purposely, it's a disrespectful thing.
It is.
So I don't try to do that. So please forgive me if I don't say this right. But I'm going to say Simi. Simi.
Yeah, I think it,
Says before my mom passed, she had dreams of running through fields of flowers. Is she doing that now?
that's because Spirit was trying to show her what was coming. Yes, she is. She's around you and she shows me purple flowers. She's also showing me a cat. Did you guys ever have a cat that crossed over? She's showing me a cat. And she's showing me perfumes. Did your mom like perfumes or something? Because she's showing me perfumes, like bottles of perfume sitting on a dresser or smells or something. And she's saying, when you smell certain smells, it's her. But she's showing me symbolically like bottles of perfume on a dresser. And she is around you a lot. So
I got that Spirit was showing her that, it's time, but it's also showing her comfort. It was comforting her before it was time. So she knew that she could have a peaceful transition over to the other side. And that way she could cross over. And I felt that, if she felt this peace, this relaxation, this energy that's, calming, the energy that's moving forward, she would find what she was looking for. So when she finally did cross over, it was something easy for her. She wouldn't be scared of it, and she would transition easily. So definitely some good stuff there. That's definitely a positive.
yeah.
Oh, yes, Kay, I see your question here. She says, I never heard from Marin on the dream. I don't see that she got I sent her a message, and she said that she never received the email, and I just asked customer service, and they said they have not received an email. So if you could re-forward it back to My Psychic Connection, that way she can get the email so she can answer it for you. Okay, Kay? Okay, Kay? Kay?
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah, Kay. Okay, so Kay did ask a question here. She says, what's the difference between the spiritual plane and crossing over? The spiritual plane is the plane in between this world and the next. There are many planes. There's many different planes you can go on, but there's a spiritual plane that Spirit uses to connect with those who are in tune. That's anybody. That's not just the psychics. They try to show messages and symbols and things to that nature. So the spiritual realm is the plane between us and what people call heaven. Other people have names for it, but I'm going to use heaven because it's the most known name for it. So it's, when you cross over, that's a plane. Like I said, you go in there, that's a crowded room. You're not going to find who you're looking for. That's why we call them out to the spiritual plane. That way it's easier to communicate with them, because if you go in there, that's everyone talking at once. And
that's what a lot of people like when you get a mediumship reading and you want your mom and Uncle Bob comes through. That's why Uncle Bob comes through, because he's not letting your mom come through.
Is that purgatory? No, that's not purgatory.
No.
That's a whole nother plane. That's a whole nother plane. But there's a spiritual plane where we can connect. Spirit gives people messages. Your guardian angels will be there. They protect you. As long as you're paying attention, stop yawning. I saw that.
Hey, I'm drinking coffee when you're giving your part of the reading. Y'all, I'm addicted to coffee. So
But you can't tell with all that yawning.
Well,
Kay also says I smell my mother's favorite a lot. It was Eternity, so she smells her perfume.
My grandmother wears that.
Must have been popular.
Yeah.
So, those are all the questions that we have for tonight. So I want to say thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. We will be back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern with Trinity Black. It's going to be a great show. Get those questions ready. Remember to be specific with your questions so we can get the answers as fast as we can. The broader the question, the harder it is to get all the answers. It's like trying to download a bigger file. It's harder. So
it takes longer too.
We can feel that energy and we can take it for you.
It takes longer too.
It does. It's like trying to download a bigger file. It takes longer time in order to get it. But thank you, Faith, so much for being here with me. And I will catch you again next Tuesday night at 10.
Anytime. Everybody have a great week. Be blessed and know that you're loved. Hang in there, everybody.
All right. Thank you so much, Faith. All right, guys. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be here with Trinity Black on Thursday, Dream Interpretations with Marin. And on Friday, I have a special guest coming in. I will let you know who that is tomorrow night. All right. Until then, this is Journey Ryan signing off. And I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Have a great night.